Hello YouTube, and welcome to this overview of the CTE Final Stand pre-release. Let's start with Operation Whiteout. Like the rest of the Final Stand maps, it's big. Really big. Also, it has a fair amount of tanks and LAVs, meaning a lot of the open spaces on the map are very dangerous on foot. Only one of the bases is inaccessible to vehicles, so the map becomes very heavy on snipers, engineers and anyone with a DMR. Operation Whiteout has a blizzard akin to the sandstorm in Gulf of Oman. Once it blows in, it cuts visibility and is very atmospheric. That said, I don't think it affects the map as much as Gulf of Oman, as there's very little in the way of air vehicles on Operation Whiteout. Next up, we have Giants of Karelia. Giants of Karelia is another big, long map, with two hillsides separated by a river. The least snowy of the maps, it reminds me a lot of a mashup of old Battlefield maps, mainly Dragon Valley from Battlefield 2. Unlike Operation Whiteout, you have a few more areas to take cover from the many vehicles. The terrain is varied, but mainly lends itself to snipers and engineers once again. The evolution is fairly minor, but it's fun enough to blow down the dome and rain some fire down on the people below. All I can think on this map is how cool a massive rainstorm and flash flood down the valley would be. The third Final Stand map is Hammerhead. One of the two smaller maps, Hammerhead is still fairly large. The main feature is the sub-pen in the centre of the map, under a large hill. Down the middle of the sub-pen, the ice can be blown away, causing non-amphibious vehicles to sink. Like Giants of Karelia, another map very heavy on armour and air, and like Operation Whiteout, you don't really want to be going base to base on foot that much. Hammerhead includes the MKB as a battle pickup, which, when it was first shown, had a lot of people, myself included, worried. But it turns out it's paper thin, slow to manoeuvre, and has a time to kill of approximately 1 week. Throwing stones is more damaging than its Gatling gun. I think it could get a buff and people still won't really care about it, other than it being a novelty. Last up, we have Hangar 21. Probably the most interesting of the new maps, and probably one of the most different maps in Battlefield 4. Not only notable for being one big hill, but also the darkest Battlefield 4 map. At the top of the hill you have the giant Titan construction hangar with lots of tight, open and vertical gameplay that could almost be a map in itself, combined with the various different bases scattered down the hillside. The levolution is again fairly minor. How awesome would it have been to have an avalanche? There's no way that DICE couldn't have thought of it, so I can only assume it was too technically difficult. Before I sum up, a quick word on the Rorsch MK1 railgun. It's easy to assume it's very OP, and well, it's not really. It's very powerful, but very slow, and the zoom on the scope means that unless you get an awesome no-scope, you can pretty much only use it at long range. Add to that the fact that you only get 8 rounds, and it's not really that much of a game changer. So, to sum up. All the maps are large and fairly vehicle focused. They don't offer much levolution, but have some interesting aspects. The new vehicles and battle pickups add something new without unbalancing the game. If you love sniping or vehicles, these maps are definitely for you. If you're really into your infantry play, you may want to give them a miss. Hope you enjoyed the footage and found the overview useful. If you did, don't forget to leave a comment or a like. Thanks for watching.